man dies with a clean sword, I'll rape his fucking corpse!
Hi all. This is a report review video. It is from BOG, date April 15, 2026. Solo enemy range troop march attacking my T1 city. A quick summary: I entered the battlefield about 4 or 5 minutes late. Clicked the screen to find all the green dots. Found the team mostly at the hospital building, just about to port. Then red screen, no scout. Got hit. No time to set a ghost march. All my T14 mounted troops dead. This guy came at me with a 7.9 million range march, with defense buff 3078%, HP buff 3132%, and attack buff 3898%. Yeah, he probably looked at my city skin and thought it was dinner time. I am a micro spender, and I have not invested in getting a paywall skin. However, this is the reality check. His survived is 789,832, with wounded 7,108,468. And lost power, 618.6 million. The lesson being, don't judge a city by the weak-looking skin, and always get a scout report before you hit any enemy city. The enemy gamer did not do things the right way, and it did not end well. Most likely thought his range march was going to zero me. But his march ran into the loving arms of a T1 wall, to be destroyed. Here is the battle details. I use a Excel sheet to show how each layer engaged the enemy attack. The rear guard for Evony is ranged troops and siege troops. The rear guard stay at a huge distance in a fight. The front guard for Evony is ground troops and mounted troops. The front guard engage the enemy with almost zero distance in a fight. For this video, I am going to start with the rear guard. Up first is the results from the range layers. Range had the lowest amount in enemy kills, 29,474. But also had the lowest amounts of wounded, 1593. My guess for the range wounded is, the range T14 troops moved up and got in the engagement zone of the enemy range troops or enemy siege troops. The kill ratio is 18.5 enemy troops to 1 of my range wounded. Next rearguard troop is siege. Siege troops enemy kill total is 347,409. The siege troop wounded count is 84,949. I do not have any explanation as to why T4 siege got hit, while every other siege layer had 0 wounded. I still have not figured out all the mechanics behind siege. This is my thought process. My wall skill books include the siege troop range bonus 200, and my wall lead General Dewey has the Choreo Bracer, with siege troop range bonus 15%. Siege troop T3, T2, and T1 have the same range and speed as T4 siege troops. They all should be at a engagement zone outside the range troops' reach. As for the enemy march siege layers, one of the generals may have on the siege troop range bonus skill book. But if the enemy siege layer closed the distance to hit my siege, why did they skip every layer but T4 siege? Given the above info, why the weird result? To the Evony developers, do you have some T4 siege glitch? This is part of the puzzle I cannot figure out. Please, if anyone can explain this, post it in the comments. Now, let us move to the front guard. Ground troops are by design a good defense troop because the game mechanics give them a huge amount of defense and hit points. With 894,969 enemy killed, ground is the second best kill troop. The ground troop wounded count is 105,306. The kill ratio is 8.5 enemy killed, for just 1 ground wounded. Side note before I continue. I want to point out 6 things. 1. My Monarch setup has all 3 ground crowns. Notice the crowns have percent and flat buffs. 2. My wall skill books include ground HP, ground troop speed, and ground defense. 3. My wall dragon flat refine is for ground HP. 4. Brock, the assistant wall general, buffs mainly go to support ground troops. 5. My lead wall general and assistant wall general have battle tested. Both of the battle tested got leveled up to the point where the all troop attack 1000 flat buffs apply. Combined, battle tested gave ground troop attack 2000 flat buffs, and 0.6. The in-city buffs are all over 2000% for every troop type. The estimated percent buff to flat buff conversion formula in the most basic way is, every 2% in city converts to 1 flat buff. Said another way, divide your in-city percent buffs by 2, the result is the flat buff. So the ground attack 2242% converted to 1121 flat buff ground attack. The ground defense, 2,523% converted to 1,261.5 flat buff ground defense. The ground HP 2,322% converted to 1,161 flat buff ground HP. If I did the math correct. This is an estimate of how much flat buff is applied to the ground troops. Total flat buffs for ground defense is 1,561.5. Total flat buffs for ground attack is 3,221. And total flat buffs for ground HP is 6,583. End of side note. Mounted is the other front guard troop. In most cases, the mounted troop is the best in city troop for a T1 city. Mounted troops have proven to be the best kill troop for a T1 city because 1. The troop speed allows them to close the distance fast and move to the engagement zone so they can attack the enemy troops first. In other words, Mounted gets into a position where they can attack the enemy march before the enemy march is set up to attack your troops. 2. The attack flat buffs for Mounted is about 2 times as those for other troop types, and flat buffs cannot be debuffed. 3. The troop kill order or troop kill priority for Mounted and ground are identical. Notice that the rear guard troops, range and siege, have a different kill order, while the front guard troops, ground and Mounted, have the same kill order. The matching kill order is why I invested in flat buffs for Mounted troops and ground troops. And yes, I know about the video by Derek Defies. It explains that ground units close the engagement gap faster than Mounted. Thank you Derek for all the Evony mechanics. A link to his channel is in the description. This bit of information added to the reasons I invest in a balance of Mounted and ground flat buffs. Note, you can have a T1 city based on any troop type. Players have made both range and ground T1 cities. But, the Mounted-based T1 city have been more successful. End of tangent. Back to the main topic, from this report. Mounted enemy killed total is 6,907,148. And Mounted wounded total is 2,319,132. The kill ratio is 2.98 enemy killed to 1 Mounted wounded. Said another way, it was 3 enemy killed to 1 Mounted wounded. Yeah, that solo range march was dead before the match even started. Okay, that is it for today. Hope this helps everyone on their T1 city journey. Have a great Evony day to all.